Good morning, or good afternoon. My name is Candace, and I'm here to show you how to make online appointments at the Augusta University Writing Center so that you can continue to have writing support for the remainder of the spring 2020 semester. To start, get onto your desktop or your laptop. You can see my screen here. We're going to open a web browser. I like to use Chrome. It works well with our scheduling platform. Once you've opened your browser, there are a few ways that you can get into our scheduling system to make your online appointment. The first is to go to mywco.com/Augusta. You can see I was actually already logged in, but if I log out, this is the screen that you would see. So you could enter your information and log in. Another option is to go to the Augusta University website. You can type in Writing Center into the search. We are the first option that comes up. And from this page, this is our main home page, you can get to our scheduling software a couple of ways. You can click Request an Appointment, which takes you to that same login screen. Or you can go to our drop-down menu here and click Make an Appointment. It will take you to the same screen. If you've never had an appointment with us before, you will need to register for an account. To do that, click here on the Register for an Account link. Make sure that when registering, you use your East Georgia or Augusta email address. Type in your information. This helps us get to know you. Create a password. Click Complete Registration at the bottom. I'm going to click Cancel because I already have an account. And you will be all set. Once you're registered, you're going to log in. Our only schedule available currently is our Somerville Spring 2020 schedule, so I'm going to select that option and log in. Beginning March 30th all the way through the last day of classes, which is April 29th of 2020, the Augusta University Writing Center will only be offering online appointments to students, faculty, and staff. At the top of our schedule and on the home screen of the schedule login page, we have instructions about how these will work, but I want to show you, walk you through it myself. So when I say online appointment, I mean synchronous, real-time appointments. This means that you will be talking to someone on our staff at the time of the appointment that you select. To make an appointment, I'm going to go to the first day that we reopen, which is Monday, March 30th. You can see these white spaces. Any white space is a time that is available for you to reserve for your appointment. If you see a red space, it means someone has already scheduled an online appointment during that time. So I had held this place for me. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this so that we can play with it. So this is an open appointment spot, and let's say that I want that time. I want to talk with somebody at 8 a.m. on Monday, March 30th. So I would select that slot there. When selecting, you can see that there are a few different ways that these online appointments can utilize technology. You can have a video appointment, you can have just audio, or you could have just text, meaning you're typing back and forth. All of our consultants use the text option throughout their online consultations in some way, shape, or form, but not all of them are available to use video and audio. So make sure that when you're looking at the resource on the left, you choose one who has the options for technology that you would like to use. Also know that just because one of our consultants may use video or audio, that doesn't mean that they have to or that you have to. So let's say you wanted to schedule with Kendra and she's available to do video, audio, and text. But let's say you just want to do audio and text. that's fine. Kendra will ask you your preferences at the start of your consultation, and you'll go from there. So you're never obligated to use video or audio if you don't want to. So let's say I'm going to choose this slot at 8 a.m. It's going to automatically fill in your name, so you can see it has filled in mine at the top. You're going to choose Schedule Online. Do not choose the e-tutoring. That's something that we use in-house when we're working with faculty and graduate students, but it's not available for students themselves to select. So make sure you choose Schedule Online. You're going to fill in some information. I'm going to say this is a test. This is not for first year composition, so if it were, that would mean it was for English 1101 or English 1102. So if you have one of those classes, you would say yes, but for everything else, you'll say no. I'm going to put other since this is a test. I'm going to put test here, but you can put in whatever you would like your consultant to know. If you'd like to attach a file, let's say you want to include your assignment, you can put that in there, and I could write assignment so that they know what it is. And then I'm going to create my appointment. You can see that when you make an appointment yourself, it will show up as yellow. Let's say it is time for my appointment now. So about 5 to 10 minutes before your scheduled time, you should log back into the scheduling system, go to your appointment, click on it, and then click on this red link that says Start or Join Online Consultation. This will take you into your online appointment. You can see, hey, I have enabled my video and audio features. Your computer should prompt you. It will ask if you want to allow or disable those features, and you can choose. You can always re-enable them later. Sometimes you do have to close out the appointment and then re-log back into it if you change your video audio preferences midway through, so just be aware of that. You can make yourself a little bit bigger if you would like. This text will automatically show up in the middle. This is the instructions for how to use our system. If you want to import your paper without having to do the work of copying and pasting it, you can use these arrow buttons up here. This is your import export button. So let's say I'm going to choose, let's choose my revised syllabus here. I'm going to click import now. And you can see this will overwrite the instructions. And there is my syllabus. Now, one thing to be aware of is that when you do import files or copy and paste things into this chat section here, it will mess with formatting sometimes. So for example, my syllabus actually had images and some other things on it, and all that it has kept here is the text. So if formatting is important to you, make sure that you have attached your file on the appointment form so that your consultant can pull up that version and have it on their screen when they're talking with you. No matter what preferences you choose for your online appointment, whether you do video, audio, or just text, your consultant will probably start by typing over here. So here you can see I'm typing, and when I click enter, it goes into the chat screen, the chat bar on the right. This is a record of your conversation that's always available to you until the last day of the semester, each semester. We tell our consultants that even if they're using the video and audio features, they should still be pausing every once in a while to make sure that they've captured the essence of your consultation so that you can review the transcript later. So don't be surprised if after you've exchanged some pleasantries at the beginning, your consultant says, hold on a minute, now that we've introduced ourselves and we've talked about what you want to accomplish today, let me jot those notes down in the chat. So give them a minute to do that. They may stop during the consultation to do this as well. Maybe you've talked about, how to improve your thesis statement. They may say, okay, give me a second. Let me write down some notes in the chat about what we've talked about so far so that you can go back to it later. So give them that time. They may also ask you to do that work. So they may say, take 5 minutes to write down everything we've talked about so far in the chat so that you have a record of it. They will also type up some notes at the end of your session in the chat. That kind of recaps what you've done that day and talks about next steps you might take on your own so that you can review that later. Anytime you want to go back to your appointment and see that chat transcript, you just go into our scheduler, navigate back through the weeks to when your appointment originally was, you click on it, you click that join or start online consultation once again, and it'll bring you right back into this, and you can see the notes that are on the bar at the right. You can see that up at the top of the screen, there are other options for what you can do. You can bold text, you can italicize, you can strike through things. As you all make changes, it will record them in real time. So this works similarly to a Google Doc. Changes that I make will have my color, and changes that your consultant makes will have their color, so you can always see who is doing what. Just like our in-person appointments, these appointments should be collaborative, so you'll be doing most of the work, but it's nice to be able to see the authorship colors so that you can keep track of who recommended what changes and when. If at any point you come back to this appointment and you want to see the history of what changes were recommended, you can click this clock over here, the time slider. It will replay the appointment back to you in the order in which changes were made. Just in case there's a sentence that you deleted during the appointment and you want to go see where it was and recapture that, you always can. So that takes care of how to make an online appointment. If you ever need to cancel your appointment, you can click here. You can click Cancel Appointment at the bottom, and you can do that within an hour of your scheduled appointment time. You can schedule up to 1 of these appointments per day, up to 5 per week. While I have you here, I'll also show you a couple of things that are on our website that may be useful to you if you cannot make an appointment. Let's say that you're not available at any of the times that we are to talk with us. On our home page, there's a Writing and Communication Handouts tab. If you click this, we offer several handouts, and we're always adding more, about how to do different things like using citation styles, grammar, how to write in certain disciplines, and we also give you a lot of resources that link out to really great writing centers or other things that can help you if you don't see what you need on our page. Additionally, if you're a graduate student, faculty member, or staff person, and you do not want to have a synchronous online appointment, we have another option available to you. On our Graduate Student Services page, you can submit your assignments for asynchronous online review. For this, you submit your assignment by clicking on our form here. You fill this out. You attach your prompts and rubrics and what you would like us to focus on. You would submit. And then we will review it and send it back to you over our Augusta Writing Center email within 2 business days of receiving your assignment. We hope that this is helpful. We hope that you will continue to use the Augusta University Writing Center. We hope that you stay well. If at any point you have questions, you can always email us at writingcenter@augusta.edu.